All right, boys and girls, now we're going to move on to our story of the week. The name of our story this week is Oscar and the Cricket. We can see that the big words at the top of this book, that's the title. And if you guys remember, the title tells us the name of the story. There's also a sentence right here underneath the title that says, a book about moving and rolling. So that's telling us a little bit about what this story is going to be about. We know that it's going to be about moving and rolling. And then right here we can see the name of our author, which is Geoff Waring. So since there's only one name on this book, we know that Geoff is the author and the illustrator. He wrote the words and also created the pictures. Oh, I can see some leaves. Here we have our title page, which we know tells us the same information that's usually included on the cover of our book. One fall day, Oscar was up on a hill when he found something round and red in the grass. He sniffed and nudged it. What could it be? Cricket jumped. It's a ball, he said. You can make it roll. Try pushing it with your paw. So Oscar did. The ball rolled away through the grass. Then it lay still. Why did it stop? Oscar asked. The thick grass slowed it down, Cricket said. Try rolling it on the path. So now Oscar is going to try to roll it on the path. Oh, but a long branch was lying in the way. We'll have to move it, Cricket said. I'm not big or strong enough. But you are, Oscar. Let's try giving it a pull. Urgh, Oscar groaned. Slowly the branch started to move. Oscar put the ball on the path and gave it another push. This time it rolled along and along and along. The smoother the surface you roll it on, Cricket said, the farther it will go. It's rolling in a straight line, Oscar noticed, and it's heading toward... Oh my goodness, what is it heading towards, guys? That's right, it's heading towards the tree. The tree! Bounce! Oh dear, Oscar said. It's all right, said Cricket. The ball hit the side of the tree and that made it roll in a different direction. Can you guys see how the ball was traveling along here? And then bounced off the tree into another direction. For a moment, Oscar stopped watching the ball and looked up. All the leaves were swaying and fluttering. The leaves can move by themselves, Oscar said. It looks like it, Cricket said, but the wind is pushing them and making them move. Oh, so Oscar thought the leaves were moving on their own, but actually it was the wind blowing them. Does everything need a push to make it move? Oscar asked. What about me? Well, you can move by yourself, Cricket said. Most animals can. Our bodies have muscles to help us. Here's Cricket. And he jumped up and down. Moving makes you change shape, Oscar said, laughing. We can use our muscles to move ourselves and to move other things too, Cricket said. A leafcutter ant can lift 50 times its own body weight with its jaws. That means in its mouth. Look at this little ant, how strong he is to lift that ginormous leaf. Wow. A hawfinch can crack a hard cherry pit with its bill. So it has a very strong jaw. Look at that. A spider monkey can swing its whole body by its tail. Now that reminds me of when we learned about jungles. A dung beetle can push a ball of dung the size of an apple with its back legs. An elephant can pull down a tree branch with its trunk. Wow, all these animals are using their muscles in different ways. Just then, Oscar saw the ball again lying in the grass. This time, he gave it a great big push. It rolled through some mud. And it rolled through some leaves. Is it slowing down? Oscar asked. Yes, Cricket said, but it hasn't stopped. You gave it such a strong push. So the stronger the push, the further the object goes. Maybe it will never stop, Oscar said. But just then, a kitten put out a paw, and the ball stopped. Hello, said Oscar. I'm Oscar, and this is Cricket. Who are you? I'm Ted, said Ted. Can I play? What do you guys think? Do y'all think that Cricket and Oscar should let Ted play? Ted gave the ball a push. Oscar ran after it. Look out! Cried Cricket. Look, there goes the ball. Run, roll, flutter, jump. Everything was moving on the hill. Right here, guys, this is the index of our story. And it's showing us some different things about moving and rolling. Here it's saying that on the hill, Oscar found out these things. It says getting going. An object needs an outside force like a push or a pull to start it moving. Here we can see a paw pushing the ball. And here we see the wind pushing the leaves. When Oscar had to move the branch, he decided to pull it out the way. Then Oscar also learned about keeping going. Once an object is moving, it travels in a straight line unless something gets in the way. So here was where his ball bounced against the tree. And then right here it's talking about stopping. An object needs an outside force to make it stop moving too. The stronger the force, the more quickly it stops. So here the ball was rolling through the grass. It says stopping after a short time. Here was when Ted stopped the ball with his paw and he stopped it instantly. That means right away. Then right here, when it was rolling on the path, it stopped after a long time. Now that we've read our story, Oscar and the Cricket, I have some questions that I want to ask you guys. My first question is, how did Oscar get the ball to start moving? Let's look back in our story to see if we can answer that question. Here is where Cricket tells Oscar to give it that's right, to give it a push. So the push makes the ball start moving. Why does the ball suddenly roll in a different direction in our story? Do you guys remember when that happened? Right here. So, the ball was rolling along the path until it came in contact with the tree. So something got in its way. The tree got in its way and it bounced off in another direction. What do you guys think makes an object stop moving? In order for an object to stop moving, there needs to be an outside force. So, it may be something that changes its direction, like it could bounce into the tree and then stop. Also in our story, we saw that sometimes objects can just slow down over time. Here, the grass helped to slow it down. And then at the end of the story, Oscar's new friend, Ted, he was able to stop the ball. So in order for an object to stop, there needs to be an outside force. The force can be something like grass or mud, something to help slow it down, or it can be something like this. It can be somebody actually stopping the object. And my last question for you guys is to think about Oscar. Oscar really thought that moving and rolling were really awesome. Do you guys think that moving and rolling objects is fun and awesome? I want you to think with your parents about something at your house that you can move or roll. Try to come up with a list of things that you have around that you could move or roll. Okay, boys and girls, now we're going to look at our concept words for the week. This is our first concept card. Can you guys guess what this arrow means? It means the word down. If something is moving down, it's moving to a lower place. Very good. Our next word this week is fast. This animal that you see right here, guys, this is a cheetah. A cheetah is a very fast animal. That means that it can move very quickly. Now this, let me get our card situated. Now this is the opposite word for fast. This word is slow. And you can see that they have a picture of a tortoise right here. A tortoise is an animal that moves very slowly. That means it does not move quickly. Now this card is showing us a picture of a board game. And right here there's a blue circle with the word start on it. When you start something, you begin something. Now right here on this word card, you can see that there's a crossing guard helping these children cross the road. He has a sign right here that says the word stop. He is telling these vehicles to stop so that the children can pass by. When something stops, that means that it no longer moves. And our last word is the opposite of our very first word, which was down. You guys can probably guess what this arrow means. It means the word up. So if something moves up, it's moving to a higher place. These are our amazing words for this week. The first word is bounce. When something bounces, that means it moves up and down. Here you can see this little girl is on a hopper and she is bouncing. Everybody say bounce. This next card is showing some street signs. This word is direction. Direction is the way that something moves or goes. Here, these signs are pointing in all different directions. Everybody say direction. This next card is the word muscle. Muscles are the part of our body that help us move and lift things. Look at this man's big, strong muscle. Everybody say muscle. This next card is the word still. Look at how still this water is. When something is still, that means it is not moving. We can look at this water and we don't see any waves or any movement in it. It's just laying down still. Everybody say still. The next word is zigzag. When something moves in a zigzag, that means it moves in sharp turns. Everybody, say the word zigzag. Now this word means the opposite of zigzag. This word is straight. If something moves in a straight line, that means there are no turns or bends. Everybody say the word straight.